Welcome to our deep dive into the strategies that can transform the education system in Bangladesh. Like we all know, education is important, right? It's the foundation for individual growth, but it's also the bedrock of a thriving society. And in Bangladesh, a nation brimming with potential, that's never been truer. Let's explore the key areas that need attention to ensure a brighter future for the next generation. First up, let's talk about the curriculum. Now, I'm not just talking about adding a few new textbooks here and there. We're talking about a complete overhaul, people. We need to ditch the outdated rote learning methods and embrace a system that fosters critical thinking, creativity, and problem-solving skills. Skills that are essential for success in the 21st century. And let's not forget about technology. Integrating digital literacy and incorporating technology into the classroom is crucial. We're not just talking about fancy gadgets, but about using technology as a tool to enhance learning and make it more engaging for students. Now, a great curriculum is only as good as the teachers who deliver it, right? We need to invest in our educators big time. That means providing them with ongoing professional development opportunities to keep their skills sharp and their knowledge current. And it's not just about training, it's about creating a supportive and motivating environment for teachers. That means fair compensation, opportunities for advancement, and the resources they need to excel in the classroom. Okay, so we've got a killer curriculum and amazing teachers, but what about the learning environment itself? We need to ensure that schools have the infrastructure they need to support a quality education. This means well-maintained classrooms, libraries stocked with books, and science labs equipped for the 21st century. And let's not forget about something as basic as clean water and sanitation facilities. Every student, regardless of where they live, deserves a safe and healthy place to learn. Chapter 4. Focus on early childhood education. We all know that the early years are absolutely critical for a child's development, so we need to expand access to quality early childhood education programs. This is where we lay the foundation for a lifetime of learning. And let's not forget about the parents. Engaging parents in their child's education from the very beginning is so important. A supportive learning environment at home can make all the difference. Chapter 5. Equitable education. Education is a right, not a privilege. We need to break down the barriers that prevent children from accessing quality education. And that means addressing inequalities based on socio-economic status, gender, geographic location, and ability. Every child, regardless of their background, deserves the opportunity to reach their full potential. Chapter 6. Assessment and evaluation. Okay, so how do we measure success? It's time to rethink how we assess and evaluate learning. We need to move away from the traditional exam-centric system that emphasizes memorization over understanding. Let's focus on assessments that measure critical thinking, problem-solving, and real-world application of knowledge. Chapter 7. Public-private partnerships. Transforming education is a team effort. We need to encourage collaboration between the government, the private sector, and civil society organizations. Public-private partnerships can bring in much-needed resources, expertise, and innovation to the education sector. Now, even the best policies are meaningless without effective implementation, right? We need strong governance and accountability within the education system, and we need to ensure that education policies are responsive to the changing needs of the 21st century. Education is not just the responsibility of schools and teachers. We need to foster a culture that values education and supports students both inside and outside the classroom. That means engaging parents, communities, and local leaders in the education process. Finally, we need to treat education as an ongoing experiment. We should be constantly exploring new ideas, testing new approaches, and using data to inform our decisions. Let's support educational research, pilot innovative programs, and scale up what works. By focusing on these key strategies, Bangladesh can significantly improve the quality of education, paving the way for a brighter and more prosperous future. We've covered a lot of ground, from curriculum reform and teacher training to infrastructure development and equitable access to education. But the journey doesn't end here. It's going to take all of us, educators, policymakers, parents, communities, and of course, students, working together to make this vision a reality. Thank you for watching, and let's work together to make a difference.